Solving systems of linear equations by graphing. All right, we did have a previous video, so if you want to see the first few examples, go back and look at the first video. We're going to start with example 3, modeling real life. A roofing contractor buys 15 bundles of shingles and 8 rolls of roofing paper for $640. In a second purchase, the contractor buys 8 bundles of shingles and 2 rolls of roofing paper for $296. Find the price per bundle of shingles and the price per roll of roofing paper. All right, so we can see that we have two equations because it says a first purchase and a second purchase. So we are looking at a system of equations, which makes sense because that's what we're working on. And we are going to have to kind of make a plan. So the first thing we need to say is, okay, we have 15 bundles of shingles. So we're going to have 15 bundles of shingles times whatever they cost. And then we're going to have 8 rolls of roofing paper times whatever that cost. And then that equals $640. So we need to know the price per bundle and the price per roll of roofing paper. So let's say let X be let X equal the price, and the first thing we're looking at is 15 bundles of shingles. So let's say let X equal the price per bundle. And let's say let Y equal the price per roll. All right, so when we do that, we can look at this and we can set up our equation very easily. So we have 15 bundles of shingles. So we're going to have 15 times the price per bundle, so 15x, plus 8 rolls times y, which is the price per roll, and that equals our total price, which is $640 for this purchase. All right, the second purchase, the contractor buys 8 bundles, so 8, and then times X is the price per bundle, and then plus 2 rolls, and that equals $296 total. All right, so since we are looking at the price per bundle of shingles and the price per roll of roofing paper, we know that the price can't be negative. So you can see here on the graph that we're only in quadrant 1 because we're only going to have positive numbers. That makes sense here. All right, so since these are in standard form, the easiest way to graph in standard form would be to find your x and your y intercepts. All right, so let's find our x and y intercepts. All right, I'm going to start with the first equation, and I'm going to kind of do this one in red here. All right, so remember to find the intercepts, we have to substitute 0 in one at a time. So let's substitute 0 in for x. Plus 8y equals 640. So this is going to cancel. We're going to divide by 8. All right, 8 goes into 64 8 times. Add your 0. So when x is 0, y is 80. So when x is 0, y is 80. So that's going to be 1 point on the graph here. And then we're going to find the other intercept for the same equation. So this time leave x and let's plug in 0 for y. So we're going to have 15x plus 8 times 0 equals 640. This cancels, divide by 15. X equals, all right, so let's see, 640 divided by 15 is 42.67. All right, so X is 42.67. That's going to be a little bit off our graph. when y is 0. So we're going to be just outside of here. I'm going to put a point right there. Should have made my graph just a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do, see if we can work with this. All right, so now we are going to do our other equation. Let's do it in, let's see what will show up. Let's do it in orange. Okay, so this equation we're going to do in orange. Kind of looks like yellow a little bit, but it's okay. Let's get rid of this picture here. Give us more room to write. All right, so we have 8x plus 2y equals 296. And we're going to substitute 0 and 1 at a time again. So we're going to let x equal 0 first. So this is going to cancel. Let's divide by 2. So 296 divided by 2 is 148. All right, and this is when x is 0. So here's my x. When x is 0, y is 148. So this is 120, 140, 160. So it's going to be right in here somewhere. Maybe down just a hair because 150 would be in there. See if I can do a little bit better there. All right, so it's not exact, but it's going to be pretty close right there. All right, let's find the other intercept. So we let 0 replace x. Now we're going to let 0 replace y. So we're going to have 8x plus 2 times 0, because we're going to let y equal 0, equals 296. And now we divide both sides by 8. So x equals 296 divided by 8 is 37. So x is 37 when y is 0. So let's come out here. There's 32. That would be 36 because that's 40. So we're going to be right in here somewhere. All right, so let's see if we can. We're just going to do a line segment because we're only going to be in first quadrant as we talked about. So we don't need to be outside the quadrant. So there's one line segment. Let's get red and connect our other 2 dots. All right, this is from the first equation here. All right, and now what are we looking for? We're looking for the solution of this system. We're looking for the x and y that make both of these equations true. So we're going to look at the point of intersection, which looks like it's going to be right here. So what does that point represent? So that point represents 32. And since this is 40, these are by 20. So it looks like 32 and 20. So 32 and 20. All right, so once we graph it, okay, we're supposed to check to see if that is a solution. So how do we do that? This is our x and this is our y. We know that x is the price per bundle, y is the price per roll. All we have to do is substitute it into these 2 equations and see if it works. All right, so let's see what we have here. So we've got 15 times 32 plus 8 times 20. Does that equal $640? All right, 15 times 32 is 480. 8 times 20 is 160. 480 plus 160 is 640. So 640 equals 640. So we know that it does work for the first equation. Now let's check the second equation. I'm running out of room here. Let's see. Let's come back over here. So we've got 8 times 32 plus 2 times 20. Does it equal 296? So 8 times 32 is 256. Plus 2 times 20 is 40. 256 plus 40 is 296. 296 equals 296. So that point works for that equation too. So this is how we check to see if the point that looks like it's the intersection is actually the solution. So 3220, that is the solution. So we can determine that the price of a bundle of shingles is $32 and the price of a roll of roofing paper is $20. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.